I walk. Mouth full of gold, got a list when I talk.
If you've been living under a rock for the past week and haven't been checking NBA news or following us, LeBron's a Philadelphia 76er now. That's right. It's his fourth team for the 41-year-old going on 42 with this season. And LeBron is deciding to end his career in Philadelphia and go for a championship one last time. One last dance in the city of brotherly love for the King from Akron, Ohio. And there's a lot of questions about how he might fit with Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, VJ Edgecombe, Anthony Simons, Dean Wade. There's a lot of good guys on this team. As you all know, I'm very high on this team. I think that they're going to be really, really great, as you'll notice in our last podcast episode where we talk about it. I do also think that this team is incredibly well balanced, and I do think that the attitudes will mesh together. So today, we're going to be reacting to a Mind the Game compilation here from LeBron's podcast about his thoughts on Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, and the Sixers. We're going to go through some of the clips here that they've put together, and I'm just going to react to it and tell you guys what I think about what LeBron thinks about the team he's coming to here. If you like this type of content or any basketball content or sports content in general, please make sure you subscribe down below. Follow us on Instagram. Leave a like on this video. Leave a comment on this video about how you think this team is going to come together with LeBron on the Sixers here. How good are they going to be? Let us know. But without further ado, let's get into it.
It's always impressive and inspiring to see a guy improve his game because you know that comes from hard work and discipline. So sometimes it's a little bit of opportunity, but even with opportunity, largely if you haven't done the work and prepared, you're not going to see guys take a leap. So I think it's important to kind of show a little light on these guys. I always like to inspire the youth. So let's shine some of these guys who have taken a step.
Yeah, no, I think that's the best thing about our league when you see guys take like that next leap. You know, from one year to the next year. And two guys in particular for me, like obviously we've seen, the first guy I'm gonna talk about because he's been taking a leap after leap after leap over the last few years is Tyrese Maxey. I've worked out and trained with him over the last few summers.
See, the chemistry is already going to be good. They've already been training together. LeBron's been scouting him from an early time. And obviously Tyrese Maxey's probably been watching LeBron since he was born. That chemistry is going to be great. We've already seen some clips of them working out together with Chris Johnson this offseason. But to know that they've worked out together previously, it tells you that there might be some underlying chemistry over here between the two. So that's going to be pretty interesting to watch.
I've worked out and trained with him over the last few summers. Every morning, 5 a.m., we're in the gym, 5:30, whatever, in the gym, and you just see his dedication. Shows up on time, on target every single day. A guy who just loves the game and is taking full advantage of the opportunity in Philly, And I love the kid. He's I talked about it when we played Philly, not too long ago, about how not only incredible of a basketball player he is, but how much better he is as a person, which is saying a lot because he's an unbelievable basketball player.
We also do remember on the topic of Maxey working out really, really hard and working on his game, that when Joel Embiid was running late for Philadelphia 76ers practices and wasn't fully engaged, it was Tyrese Maxey pulling them together and saying, yo, Embiid, you're the best player on this team. We need you to be engaged. We need you to be a little bit more focused right now. And it actually helped bring Embiid back in and help the team succeed here. They were able to make that 3-1 comeback against the Celtics for a reason. Last year's Sixers team, the 3-1 team.
So what do you make of this Philadelphia team if they are healthy? I mean, this is a talented team.
I mean, they got obviously Joel Embiid, MVP caliber type of player. Anytime he's healthy, he's on the floor.
Fact.
And Tyrese Maxey could very well easily be a first-team All-NBA guy on any given year the way he's been playing.
And VJ.
Yeah, I mean, and a young talent who will be, maybe first-team All-Rookie.
Yep.
First-team All-Rookie. So when they're rolling, when Embiid is playing, he's in the mid-range, he's on the low block, he's motivated. Maxey is burning down the highway, playing on the Autobahn, shooting his step back threes, getting to the lane. They have the ability to put up 140 on you any given night, 145. And you get them to buy in defensively, they can
they can make, headlines as well. So,
and that's last year. That's without Jaylen Brown on the roster. And that's VJ as a rookie. He was third in Rookie of the Year voting. This guy is a guaranteed bona fide elite young prospect. And LeBron can see that very, very clearly. On top of that, Maxey, one of the things that helped him work with Embiid so well is that Maxey is a great off-ball player. He is well over 40% on catch-and-shoot threes. So with him and Embiid being able to work well together and him being able to work off the ball with Embiid, LeBron's going to find him in a variety of different circumstances where Maxey's elite three-point shooting off the ball and Maxey's speed going downhill are going to be two things that LeBron can utilize. Plus you have VJ's athleticism. Plus you have Jaylen Brown's athleticism. And if all else fails, you've got arguably the most dominant post-up big in the league right now. So very interesting to hear about that. Their thoughts last year. And now you see the team this year with LeBron on them and Jaylen Brown on there. This could even be a much more interesting experiment for sure.
I want to talk about guys taking advantage of injuries and also losing personnel. We look at the Celtics. The Celtics lost Tatum to injury. They lost, Al Horford to another team, Drew Holiday to another team, Cornette to another team. They came into this, Porzingis went to Atlanta.
Yep.
They came into the season, a lot of people were saying, well, might be lottery for the Celtics, might be lottery. Jaylen Brown basically said, "The hell with y'all with y'all narrative. I'm about to go crazy."
Big facts.
We got to give some flowers to Jaylen Brown, and let's just talk about, man, his rise and what he's done this year.
Yeah, he's playing unbelievable. I think he's doing a great job of just playing within the flow. I feel like he's not going out of his way to, fuck up what they have going offensively.
Yeah.
And just look at this play. I know that they're talking, and I don't want to pause too much here, but this whole play here. This is where you want LeBron to be, on the high block right there. If Jaylen Brown on the Sixers is going to be out here and you have Tyrese Maxey where Peyton Pritchard is right now, imagine the decision that defenses are going to have to make here. LeBron, as a solo creator on the high post, you already have to have your attention keyed in on him. Jaylen Brown, we saw him just knock down a deep three off of this play, so you have to make sure you're watching him. And if Tyrese Maxey is the small and he cuts in that screen and roll situation over there, he just cuts beelines right to the basket. That is the easiest bounce pass for LeBron to make. That's unbelievably easy. And if this low guy helps over here, or if this low guy helps into the paint, either of the low guys help into the paint, you've got on one side VJ Edgecombe, and on the other side you've got Joel Embiid, who is a career great three-point shooter. This is a situation, this is a play set that the Sixers could easily run. There's not a lot having to go on here. And LeBron will make them more successful with it, along with the other guys on that roster that could make this play very easy to run, on a series of other plays very easy to run.
To, fuck up what they have going offensively.
Yeah.
I think there's a stat here that outside of 12 feet, he's 48% on contested twos. That is ridiculous. That doesn't even make sense. He's only behind KD and Shea in makes.
And Shea has to, yeah.
And people get at Jaylen Brown for wanting to shoot mid-range jumpers, wanting to get to his own spots and create his own shots. 48% on contested twos out of 12 feet. If the stat is anywhere near that, that is an incredible percentage. We are talking about KD and SGA being above him. Those are the only two guys. We're gonna let JB go get his mid-range shots if that's what he wants to do. Absolutely.
That's hard. That's hard to do because especially where our league is now. You say outside of KD, maybe you're living with the mid-range two. Can't, that's what we always say. They can't beat us with the mid-range two. There's some guys that can beat you with the mid-range two.
There's some guys that can beat you for sure.
And the way he's playing right now is unbelievable. He's third on the team in time of possession. He's doing a great job of just getting off the ball, moving, and I think he's just playing within the flow. And I feel like everybody else around him has been empowered to play the correct way.
Great points on all of those. A short video for sure on those ones. But the fact that Jaylen Brown was third on the team in time of possession, despite being the team's only all-star without Jason Tatum right now, he's not as ball dominant as people are saying he actually is. I understand that when you watch it, the eye test is Jaylen Brown is on the ball. Jaylen Brown's making all the plays. The stats make him look like it. He's averaging almost 30 points a game, but he got other guys involved. And overall, I think that that's hugely important when he's going to come to Philly, and he's got so many other mouths around him that want to be fed. They got guys who can all go and get 30 any given night. Like literally all 5 of their starting players could go and get 30. And so if Jaylen Brown's willing to sacrifice, and we've seen it in him be successful in that role, and Tyrese Maxey is the same, and we just saw LeBron be willing to be the third option in LA when really in the playoffs he proved that he could be the first or the second option on that team. Really, the only question marks are Joel Embiid's health, for sure. I understand that one. And I think of maybe a couple questions about the chemistry, but even then, I think the chemistry is going to work itself out. These are high IQ players. These are high IQ guys. There's no reason why they wouldn't be able to make it work. Like this is very, very clearly a very talented team, a very high IQ team. I think they will find a way to make it work if they want to win. The only one way to find out, guys, the NBA season is only a few months away. So if you want to keep up with content like this, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you like this video. Leave a comment down below about how good you think the Sixers are going to be in this coming season. And we will see you on the next video. Thank you so much.